January 10th, 2023 is the last day Spellbreak servers hosted by Proletariat were up. Spellbreak was and still is a very beautiful and ambitious game loved by many.
Instant flight's gonna go a long way. Alright, so if I pop this guy up. Oh my god!
Hello, I found this quirky, cool new game called Spellbreak. It's an MMORPG Battle Royale TTYL. I'm not sponsored, by the way. This is such a fun game.
This game is dumb lit. Like, it's actually really, really fun.
Boom! Get out of here, dude! Oh god, I needed that. This is an ad? No. No, it's just a good game.
Spellbreak is sick. Why does no one else play this game? Why am I not seeing more people play it?
As you can see, it wasn't just the game that was loved by people during its alpha stage. This video isn't about why the game died, but I can sum up the result of Spellbreak's death being the fact that it was a grandiose game that grew too fast for an indie development team to handle the demands of timely updates as well as impactful and good content with said updates. Even though the writing was on the wall, it still sucks to see that your favorite game is shutting down. And as more news about why Spellbreak was shutting down, the more negative feelings and emotions people had, and those were directed at the devs and the CEO of the game. And this hate was kind of expected as well, especially when you ghost a community for almost a year. And during this time, I personally went through what felt like all the stages of grief once. Okay, maybe twice. Okay, multiple times. So I kind of understood where the hate was coming from, even though I didn't agree with everything that people had to say towards the devs. But watching the community send-off kind of reminded me of what gaming can be for the consumer/player.
What's the best thing in your life?
Family.
Family, 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 family.
But on a more serious note, I'm talking about fostering a community. And the devs did an amazing job at helping foster Spellbreak's community since its very inception. And in my personal gaming experience, Spellbreak has been the best community I've ever been a part of. And as time went by, I took solace in the fact that at least the devs were still working on the game during some of Proletariat's radio silence. I still believe the game just needed more time in the oven to maintain a respectable and even profitable player base. Nonetheless, we know that the devs cared about the game and its community so much that they gave PC players a chance to still play the game after its shutdown. Links to it will be down below. It basically has everything that Chapter 3 Spellbreak had and then some. You have access to skins that have never been in the shop, and some data miners were able to find some plans that the devs had for Chapter 4. I highly recommend you join the Element Fracture Discord if you ever want to continue to play games. It's the last bastion of the Spellbreak community in my opinion. There are modders as well as data miners in this Discord, and they have plans to engineer this game as much as possible. And speaking of this Discord, they were able to make the alpha version of Spellbreak BR playable both offline and online for PC players as well. And if you never played Spellbreak Alpha, I highly recommend you at least try it for a spin. When I was in the Spellbreak community, I never got a chance to play the alpha, but there were so many people always talking about why this was peak Spellbreak, and they had a point. The alpha version of Spellbreak had more content than the official launch. It had double the classes, more spells, and more runes. And even though a lot of it was broken and unbalanced, there would be a lot of nostalgia that will hit you the second you boot it up. It really makes me wish that we could have seen what Chapter 4 Spellbreak could have been, especially since we never got a new Gauntlet. And even though I'm not a big fan of looter shooters or extraction games, I would have loved to see what Spellbreak had in store with their dungeon crawler game that the devs teased a while back. But if you're a console player or just a gamer in general who wants to play a game similar to Spellbreak but still receives updates, then the closest game out there I have to say is Realm Royale. They've been receiving updates every now and then. And honestly, if it wasn't for my unhealthy addiction to Valorant, I'll probably be making Realm Royale content and playing the game right now. There's also Overwatch 2 and Paladins, which if you really love chaos, I recommend those games. And then there's Wizard of Legend. It's the pinnacle of Magic games in my opinion. Feel free to give it a shot if you like PvE games. I also did make a video with some other games that you can check out if you want. But before you watch that video, I just want to say that there won't ever really be a game just like Spellbreak. It was a game made with blood, sweat, and tears by the developers and became something special with the help of the community. And lastly, before the video ends, feel free to tell as many people as possible about the Element Fracture Discord. There's a lot of great people in that Discord who are working hard to make Spellbreak still enjoyable as possible. And thanks to the gift that the devs gave us, they've been able to create a leaderboard as well as a way to have 2 server IPs that work 24/7. But till next time, you guys stay safe and I'll see you later.